Prem's programme, Artist Residency Thailand, prides itself on being able to resource creative practitioners' needs who are at different stages of their careers. This year we take a different approach and look at the art of thinking by ways of bringing in the philosopher, writer and broadcaster Nigel Warburton.
I've been Artist Residency at Prem and I've been lucky enough to work with both younger and older children. The younger ones I was working on critical thinking, looking at the structures of arguments, getting them to reason for themselves, give evidence for conclusions and counter-arguments as well, so using their imaginations to come up with arguments against their own positions partly. And what was amazing was some of the arguments they constructed were so intelligent and so well formed that there's almost nothing to say except fantastic. With the older students, we work on the value of art, so I gave a more conventional introductory lecture and then got them to apply some of that to an imaginary work of art that they were creating, so they had to make a pitch to a gallery owner, as it were, about their work of art and why it was important. I found the students and teachers very switched on to learning in a creative way.
People like Nigel Warburton are particularly important for our students to engage with, but the basis of philosophy is one of discourse, critical thinking and communication. It's about how you influence other people with your thinking and how they in turn influence you in your emerging learning.
I thought the Nigel Warburton residency was fantastic because we get to meet a philosopher.
Nigel Warburton came and taught us about arguments. You have to give reasons and counter arguments.
I find that philosophy is very important in education and generally in our lives because it teaches us how to be critical thinkers. With a discipline like philosophy, there are no fixed answers the way there are in maths or science. Students are encouraged to be creative and think outside the box.
While I've been here, I've also had a chance to speak to some of the parents and teachers and students and people from outside the school. I've been really lucky with this residency. The whole framework of this allows for practitioners to give something back, to educate, but also to learn at the same time. And I'd recommend it to anybody who gets a chance to go on this.